The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. The unexamined life is not worth living. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. By all means marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Be nicer than necessary to everyone you meet. Everyone is fighting some kind of battle. My friend, care for your psyche. Know thyself, for once we know ourselves, we may learn how to care for ourselves. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well. And to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless wild beast nature, which peers out in sleep. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. Be of good cheer about death, and know this of a truth, that no evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. The highest realms of thought are impossible to reach without first attaining an understanding of compassion. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. When you want wisdom and insight as badly as you want to breathe, it is then you shall have it. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. There is no greater evil one can suffer than to hate reasonable discourse. To express oneself badly is not only faulty as far as the language goes, but does some harm to the soul. Wealth does not bring about excellence, but excellence makes wealth and everything else good for men, both individually and collectively. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore, avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. The true champion of justice, if he intends to survive even for a short time, must necessarily confine himself to private life and leave politics alone. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune, nor too sorrowful in misfortune. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live.